Hello guys, welcome back. Today, I'm gonna be talking about Call of Duty World War II. I'm just gonna be reviewing the game real quick. I'm gonna be reviewing Call of Duty World War II for you guys real quick today for a few minutes. So yeah. So the first thing I want to talk about in this game is let's just start off with the game is kind of fun. Just like it got kind of boring over time as I was playing it, because the game got boring over time as I was playing it, because the maps are like half the size of a football field, and it just wasn't that and there's I don't know, the maps were small. They didn't really add a whole lot of new stuff. I didn't like the dogfight mode was actually kind of fun. So overall, this game, good stuff, this game has more good stuff than bad stuff. So I can say that. And this game was not a complete failure, but they did some things that they could have changed. So one of the worst parts that I didn't like about Call of Duty World War II was that they didn't have any maps where you could have vehicles or anything. I would love a map where you could have vehicles. The only time you could have a vehicle is when you got a fighter pilot score streak, which was only for 5 seconds. So I would like to see them add tanks into the game or something, if they made a better version of the game. Also, I would like to see them add bigger maps, make the war maps twice the size it is, twice the size it is now, and make the team deathmatch maps the size of the war maps, so then the war maps are big enough that you could have vehicles and stuff like that and have long range sniping, because really the only you don't even have any long range sniping like you can in Battlefield. I would like to see long range sniping, but I get that they're trying to make this game small and fast paced. That's what they're trying to do. So there is I cannot really want bigger maps. I want bigger maps, but I'm not going to really want them. I would just prefer that. But that's just a part of the game I didn't like. But I understand why they added smaller maps, because I want their game to be fast-paced and small. Call of Duty is a fast-paced game, so you're not going to have any long-range sniping, really, because the maps are half the size of a football field, and you're up close anyway, because you're running around. It's a run and gun game. There's no tacticalness in this game. I don't even know if that's a word, but you know what I mean. So there's really no tacticalness in this game. You just get a gun, and then whatever gun you have, you just run and find people, and then they're trying to find you. So you're up close fighting them and jumping around and no scoping and stuff like that, which that's what you have to do, because the maps are so close and fast-paced. And another part I don't like is, it's kind of realistic, but there's a few parts that aren't realistic, I don't know. Let's see. The way he reloads I forget what gun it is, but the scope is over the barrel, and he's loading a strip clip into the gun, and how can you do that if the scope is literally right over? Oh, it's so confusing. They need to change that reload. I think that was a Lee Enfield, but I'm not sure. I don't play this game a lot, so I'm not really. I forget what sniper rifle it was. I know that it's some sniper rifle, but I forget. What else do we have to talk about? So we have about 5 minutes here now. Let's see. I talked about changing the size of the maps. I want to do that. I would like them to do that, but that would just take away the whole feel of the fast-paced game. So let's see. The dogfight mode is kind of fun. I don't like how you can't go into first person. That's kind of annoying. Normally I don't do it anyway, but I would just like to see how the inside of the plane would look like in the cockpit. That would be kind of interesting because I just like to look at it, you know. It would just be interesting to see what they designed it as. And I don't like how when you zoom in to aim, like your plane zooms off to the left side of your plane. That's just pretty weird. I would like it to be like over the center instead of to the left side of the plane. What else? Yeah, the game's kind of like boring over time because there's people running around with shotguns and you just got one shot from the back and from the front. I know how people are good at this game, but it's like, it's not, personally, I just don't like how when you like running around and then there's like someone comes up, I don't know, somewhere from your left or your right and just like shotguns you, or just like takes the SMG and just like shreds you before you even have time to turn. But that's what the fast-paced games are, you know. Like, you can't really compare Call of Duty to Battlefield. You can only compare the gun sounds, the graphics, and just like the realism of the game, and like the explosions and stuff that goes in with the graphics. But like, I might have a comparison video for those two later. But was another thing. One thing I do like about the game is the guns are pretty much realistic. They look pretty cool, kind of like they could look a little more worn, but that's fine. You know, I'm not too worried about that. I'm just like focusing on the actual game. Sometimes the game can be fun at fast-paced, like running to like the enemy team and with your few other teammates and just like throwing a few grenades, boom boom, you know. Shipment 1944 is pretty fun because you can literally just take an SMG and then just like shred people, but that's also what I go against, kind of. I mean, it sometimes gets annoying after you get killed like 10 times in a round by that, but like, yeah. So yeah, that Shipment 1944 is what you're seeing in the background right now. It's pretty fun. This is the game where I got 58 kills. So if you want to check that video out, I'll have the link. In the description if you want to check out that video. This video was recorded when my voice like wasn't as deep, so I sound like really loud and like my voice is high pitched. So I think that's about it for this video. Oh, wait, one more thing. For the war maps, they have the same amount of people for a team deathmatch map. I mean, come on, can't they add like 2 more people to each team? At least 2 more people? Like, the maps are 2 times bigger, and they can't even add a few more people to each team? That's kind of annoying how they couldn't do that, because like it's a war map and they had to add bots into the game. Like there's bots on the D-Day map whenever they're storming the beach. Those could all be real people. And there's bots on the other team but not on your team. You know how overwhelming that is? You mean you could have a chance at stopping them? I don't, just to be like, have it fair. They didn't have, I don't know, literally like 6 people trying to defend a whole beach against hundreds of Americans. So like, that's kind of unrealistic and annoying because they should just add bots to your team if they added bots to the other team too. So they could just make those bots real people. Like, why can't they just do that? Alright, so this video is going to be 10 minutes, I think, soon. So, yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and everything, guys. And, yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.